What's up and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to I don't know, Dmaxryno's moto vlog channel, I think is what this thing's becoming. So we've got all the guys coming over to the shop. We got some parts for both the motorcycle, well I guess all three, but really my 110. We got parts for Brian's Virago. But while we wait for everybody to show up, because Brian actually has my parts as well as his parts, we got a box here from our good buddies over at HSP Diesel. As well as I'd like to let you guys know, we got the electric skull shirts, the black ones back in stock, as well as a bunch of other shirts. Slowly working on restocking all the Work For It inventory. So make sure you guys head over to workforitapparel.com. There'll be a link right there, as well as one down in the description. Looks like the boys over at HSP hooked us up with a ton of HSP swag, so big thank you out to them. Oh! You're the new delivery guy?
Yeah, for Delamo.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, the side hustle.
Hey, who knew? Yoshimura, made in the USA. This is better than Uber Eats, man.
I know, I'm only getting like $6 an hour too.
You ain't making no money. What's that thing get? Like 6 miles to the gallon, so you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, someplace.
Yeah, well, all right.
I mean, I look cool.
Not quite as cool as you're gonna look riding that Virago when that thing's running.
I know, I can't wait.
Are we getting to run it today? Look at that, we got the replacement part to fix Chris's bike. This is mine, hopefully this is big enough. One of the things with the CRF 110s and the 50s, like the smaller bikes, they have smaller grips, because obviously they're meant for kids, so the throttle tubes are also smaller. So I got a throttle tube off of a CRF 125, hoping it's bigger, and I'm hoping it just goes into this throttle assembly on the 110. We're gonna find out today. And then we could have some wheelie competition with the Virago. Yeah. See guys, it's all about that ½ inch. All right, Bri, it's hard to do one-handed, buddy. Looks pretty similar, man. I think we're good. I think we're good. Bri, it's actually gonna work. Dude, what are you doing to Chris's bike?
I did adjust it real quick.
Okay. So we got it on. Oh, well, Bri, can you tighten mine back for there, buddy?
Oh, you want me to adjust yours too?
Oh, I would like it tight. But we got the new throttle tube on. It is confirmed. So far, everything seems like it works just fine. All right, Bri's just losing Chris's screws over there. We did have to pull Chris's apart just to make sure, like, because this thing got tight and bound up for a second, but we figured out the issue. So now I got to find my other grip. Spray a little Windex in the grip. Mix it around. Get the extra out. Now you see, y'all always want to leave a little spot at the top for a reservoir. Just kidding, that's not true. I probably should have been a homie and ordered 2 of these, but I wasn't sure it was gonna work, and I hate returning parts. So I know I've mentioned this before on the channel, but parts for the new CRF 110s are very hard to come by right now. If you go on any of the websites, Faster Minis, T-Bolt, all that stuff, anything that was in stock or is coming, it's like it all says coming soon or out of stock. BBR released their +2 swing arms for these things, and they were sold out within an hour. So parts are not easy to come by. One of which being exhaust. There's a few exhaust companies that you can get right now, but from my research on the YouTube world, the Yoshimura is the best sounding exhaust. My mind, not exactly the best looking exhaust, but we're gonna find out today because none of us have really seen one in person. A box in a box, my favorite. Woo.
It's not that bad.
It actually looks a lot smaller in person now that I see that. Attention, scan the QR code.
What does that say right there? Do you know?
Yoshimura.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So next thing up, we're gonna just start tearing into this bike to get the new exhaust put on. One thing I miss about my CRF 50 is like I knew every bolt size for literally everything on that bike just off the top of my head. So we're gonna start taking the number plates off and, oh jeez, dang. Apparently I'm not as strong as I thought. We do have a lot of other parts ordered for these things. I guess what we could order at this time. And I thought some of them were gonna be here today. Unfortunately, they're not. So we're just gonna move along with the exhaust. Meanwhile, Bri's getting his new throttle cables ready over there. The reason we're swapping them out on the Virago is they were frayed, so they're getting caught up in the housing. That is the least of its issues right now. We have been getting blown up on offer up for that thing. Bri's a little mad at me. He thinks I underpriced it now.
I think you did.
Apparently that one just pops in. Hey, that's actually really slick. So here we have access to the factory. I hate factory exhaust. It just looks so crappy in whatever finish they use on them. I'm gonna start down low here. And with that, the old piece of junk exhaust is gone. Where'd you go, buddy? We'll put this on the Virago, dude. I think we'll just mate this booger right up here. Hey, bro, I made some improvements to your bike already. What do you think, dude? Should we go triple exhaust?
Oh, that would be sick.
I think the black exhaust really sets it off, man.
I know.
Kind of gives it that like machine gunner look.
Does it bolt right up?
Now we got great news today, guys. This is always good news. Always good news when we're getting some of Wes's wheel tire offer up deals out of the shop. These bad boys are finally going to a new owner right now. He's just about to pull up. We'll make some room here. Like this whole side of the shop right here, aside from Gravedigger, is like Wes is, well, actually, hold on. I should say it starts about right here, minus the fire pit. Like, it just kind of goes as Wes's like whole quadrant at this point of the shop. These things have been here so long, they're stuck together. What's up, dude?
I don't got a mask, is that fine?
No, put your mask on.
That's an extra $200 for the tires. No mask, extra 200. Oh,
Hey, what's that guy doing in my truck?
Bro, I don't know if there's any fixing this one, dude. You got a lot of work ahead of you. You guys might remember the Dent Geek. He's the one that like pulled off a miracle on my OBS Ford. He's done a lot of work for Eddie, a lot of our other buddies. So he's pulling off some miracles right here on Brian's truck as well. He had some like creases, which is pretty much like the worst part. Well, there you go. You can see it right there on camera probably. That lighting. Yeah. Those are fun, huh?
Yeah, it's on the body line.
Yeah, always on the body line. Oh, look at this guy.
Yo, check out my new barn find. I just picked this bad boy up. Check her out. She's been sitting for 10 years.
This thing can't do a burnout.
You know, oh no, what? My headliner's sagging already.
Oh.
What? I just noticed that. Yo, LMC truck, you guys need to like, you
That's
know.
a new headliner?
That's brand, this is literally less than like maybe 6 months old.
That's installer error. That's installer error. Yeah, that's you, dude. What's the oldest
This truck is older than me.
What's the truck you've ever owned?
The oldest truck I've ever owned is the one that's sitting in my garage.
All right, I had a 73 F100.
Okay, it's a 74.
Yeah, that's
You got me
right.
by a year.
So I owned an older
but
truck.
in life, you've got me more than a year. So technically, per our age, I've got you beat.
No, but if you do the square root of the quadrahedron,
But did you carry the 2?
I always carry the 2. You know I don't forget that too.
I don't know if you did.
You want to get more money for that bike, Bri? If we just throw a Yosh sticker on this
the pipe?
stock pipe, yeah, dude. We gotta rewrite the ad. Comes with it. Yoshimura exhaust on this thing.
You should put your Yoshimura sticker on his pipe and said that you got one for him too.
We just got the budget version. We didn't go the full stainless. They only had one black one left. What's up, Derek? Welcome back, buddy.
Hey, hi.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I did a burnout and almost took my foot off.
You saw me shift over. You knew what I was doing.
We gonna get this thing running, Derek?
You guys just said you had it running already. I thought
Yeah.
the Dmax shop had
Well, we had it running, and then we're like, we should let Derek figure out what's wrong with it. So we put it back to the way it was.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
then-
keep the mind
Yeah,
fresh.
we want you to keep. Yeah, let's see.
Hold.
Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, nice and easy.
I'm glad you waited on me for this.
I really didn't wait on you. Really,
No, I
you just
know.
showed up.
This seems more fun than
This
that.
is a lot more fun than Bry's bike, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, dang, man, you're good at that. You should have put the one that says Yoshimura.
No, that's how that one looks. Look.
Oh, you're mimicking it?
Nope.
They even went like, look at this thing. Look how fancy
they
this
put a
is.
little boot on and
Look at it.
What?
It even says
Okay, we
Ling
gotta
Ling on there.
Ling Ling?
Yeah.
Wait, is that or is that upside down?
Oh yeah, we better get this correct. All right, buddy.
Somebody's gotta hold the bike down. Oh, that is
come on, man.
Yo,
I don't know how much time.
save that forever.
So I walk away for 2 seconds. Derek puts this thing back together. Bro, you didn't even put
I know what
that
that
in?
is. That goes right here.
Yeah,
I was looking
yeah.
for it.
As you're sitting here staring at the extra bolt that you have. Right now I'm gonna wipe down the exhaust with some rubbing alcohol. If you guys don't know, don't touch all over your stainless exhaust and then fire it up because your fingerprints will all essentially get burned into the exhaust everywhere you touch all the oil.
Aside from all like the hair and skin you're gonna get on it. But
Clean it up, clean it up. We did our best to not even touch it when we're putting it on, but I'm sure there's oils and I'm sure it was touched at the factory. So I'm gonna let the rubbing alcohol dry. The cool thing is we got two bikes. I mean, I know they both look like Yoshimura exhausts, but we can do a little comparison right now of the Yosh exhaust to the factory exhaust to the Bryant Virago exhaust. All right, Daddy, you ready to fire this thing up, see what it sounds like?
oh yeah.
Let's do this. Wait till she primes. She's primed. Here we go.
Okay.
She's got a little purr to her.
Like it.
I will say though, these bikes stock, like the exhaust doesn't sound bad on them.
Oh yeah.
Now the high idle's over, they're warmed up. Let's rev up the stock one there, Derek. All right. Now the Yosh. That's got to be good for like 60 horsepower, at least. This thing sounds really good, like way better than in all the YouTube videos I heard about it. Are those Snell approved DOT? You good? All right. Oh, and we got Black Dahlia showing up, Mr. Clean 66. Derek's over here bailing Bry out on the Virago. What's up, boys?
What's up, man?
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. What happened, Derek? Is it's not working?
That's how much twist we get before it even.
That's like a stock 110. So look who decided to show up. Our good buddy at C Bailey 619, dude. We did you a huge solid today, bro. We did you a huge solid. You're gonna be stoked. You know, I ordered a new exhaust for my bike, right? Okay. Well, I decided.
Did you cut mine?
We were gonna get you one too. So we got you hooked up with a super sick blacked out edition Yoshimura.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Dedek wanted to cut yours apart. I stopped him.
I was gonna chop it off and then drill a bunch of holes in it.
I will say, Dedek got the throttle here dialed in real nice.
You're the one that had the gas tank right there.
What is this?
That's not where that
This
goes.
goes under the tank.
I know. And
Why did you put it there? I didn't put the bolt in the tank.
You were on this side.
Is Dedek messing up your stuff too?
Don't
Yeah,
even.
look at this.
Don't. What? That was you. All right. You know what? I'm done working for you. I'm done working for you.
So we got Christian's gonna be our jump box for the day.
Let it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey! Why does it sound like a two-stroke? All right, now we just need the battery, and Bry's gonna take her for her maiden voyage.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it, but I don't recommend it.
I was asking Brian if there's any actual like gas left in this thing since it's all spilled out, and you've never looked in the gas tank of this thing, huh? Tell me you didn't, because if you looked in it and you saw that and you still bought it, we'd like that's worse.
No.
All right, look inside this gas tank, guys. Holy rust and corrosion, dude. That's bad, bro. I bet like the internals of the engine look like that too, because there's no oil in it. Dang. Look at. I like how he stands back and he's like, yeah, I did that. I did that. Dude, you're a master at that, dude. I mean, you were like pounding on that paint when I walked by earlier. Brian's over here. I think he joined Yamaha Virago Facebook group looking for a new tank. Did you find one?
I posted.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it smelled horrible. The fuel that was coming out of this thing.
Yeah, I think we've been breathing vaporized rust.
Yeah, we have. That's good for you though. You know what you need to do to clean that out? Get a bunch of like washers and nuts and like just dump a bunch of isopropyl in there and shake the shit out of it. Like I'm talking for like 45 minutes.
All right, here we go. Hey, Brad, push this thing out there, dude. If you're gonna ride it. We haven't even checked if like the clutch works, the gears work. We haven't checked.
We'll worry about that when we're halfway down the road on it.
All right.
Yeah, the front brake actually
Yeah, the
worked.
front brake weirdly started working again. Whoa! Hey, point it away from the trucks, bro. Yeah, Brian, you want to hit that same thing you hit on the 110?
No.
And move your seat. Make sure I can hit it again.
The worst part is I don't know if you're being serious.
Well, when it was smoking, it revved up. I'd rather it smoke. We're gonna send Bri to the gas station right now. None of us have gas cans, so we're grabbing some water bottles. We're gonna fill up with gas. Are you ready, Dedek? You're gonna be my fuel air ratio.
I got you.
All right, she dies right.
Yeah, give her a little gas before you put her in gear.
I don't know if the clutch is really engaging here fully.
No, we're good. Yeah, no, it's
It instantly dies.
yeah, because I pulled that one hose off, chunks came out of the hose.
So Dedek cleaned the tank out there as good as can be. Don't worry, Dedek. I got you some work lights, buddy. Old grave digger over here. Hold on. I don't think this thing's road legal. Let me light Brian up here. Pull over! All right, we're ready, boys. Fresh gas, kind of cleaned out gas tank. Didn't clean the carb again. Brian, at any point of this, are you like, man, that was the worst 250 bucks I ever spent?
No.
Uh-oh. Brian's putting the seat on. He must be confident here.
Oh, don't look at our air filter.
Oh, nice filter, dude.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Oh, it stays running. Dude, what's that sound, bro? I think the tranny's a little screwed up on that thing.
Oh, I don't want nothing to do with this bike anymore.
He had the clutch fully on, like it's not in gear.
I-
Bro, I think there's no first gear left on that bike. Hey, how'd it feel?
Felt awesome.
I love how the headlight keeps coming on and off. She's moving.
Hey, listen, that's way more than I thought we would ever see with that bike.
I feel like a damn.
Derek, you shouldn't have got it running
I
for
know,
dude. He's
I
gonna
know.
die on that
He's gonna
thing.
keep it, and that's the worst thing. That thing's gonna end up on my lift in my garage like every other week.
Oh.
God.
Sounds like it's running great, buddy.
It doesn't want. Once you kick into gear, it just keeps bogging out.
This is the best running bike I've ever seen, bro. Killing it, dude. My favorite part is when it grinds into gear and knocks teeth off the gears. You made it, boys.
Because if you kept it rolling, it would stay on.
That
but
was
there
one
was
horsepower.
No power.
That was one
so
horsepower.
he'd push and it stop pushing and it would die.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know. Derek, you got any hope on that motorcycle, buddy, or should he just scrap it at this point?
I think we just destroyed the transmission in that thing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So, who knows, guys? Who knows about that piece of junk, Virago? But with that, we're going to wrap up as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.